Panthers. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game.
Here we go. Here we go. Now, 180. Check 53. All you get on the head. 20. 20.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job. On the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Go. 180. Let's fly 7.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
First down.
Done. 40. 59.
Wentz now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And an alley to run. 27 yards there, a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. The Great 57. Waiting. Bristol, travel.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Brian Burns in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
82, 40. Check, 59. Watch twist.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Newton to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the 50, Newton. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
Let's go, Greg. Hey! Coming this way. You got it. 80 weapons. Kill.
On first down, Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Wentz. Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Two minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Going for it with Sanders. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Here's Newton. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Great.
Don't get nervous.
Let's go. Come on. Double up. He's coming, double up. Gun. Flare.
Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
This will be taken in at the 1. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach David? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Newton. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check hot route.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk. Because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Touchdown.
Here we go. Other side, solid. Waiting.
Right front four. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Right there. 54.
Another run with Sanders. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hand. With it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Watch out.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. They'll go again with Sanders. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Chalk that up as a 4-yard. Third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's get off the field, D. Check.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go. Let's do this.
They go play action here on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Newton now to throw. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal. Couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
82.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Under 10.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Gerald McCoy able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Let's go.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
But you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more food.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's where you belong.
Here we go. Here we go. Get it. 20.
Bandit.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Throwing again on second down. Newton eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Back to throw, Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, you should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Running with Howard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Check.
Wentz to throw. Has it left side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the... Thank you, New York. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Look 80.
Check 53. Come
20.
This is McCaffrey. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch his flat.
Now it's Newton. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Now Newton. And an alley to... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. And now he'll tuck it and run. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
To throw is Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Wentz. falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Here we go. 120!
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. Field goals, we keep.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Newton's throw complete to Smith. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A huge play there in overtime. 48 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Newton's pass is on target to Moore. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl, what do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're at New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Will take the lead at 13-10. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.